I will now turn myself into a dancer. Walla bazoo! What happened? Screw it. Alright, editing magic tricks. We're gonna start out with a trick that anyone can do. Doing this on my iPhone just to show you. So this is the reverse trick. I'm sure a lot of you have dropped the ball on Snapchat or something and then reversed it, and it looks kind of cool. You're not just gonna catch a ball like completely still. So you might want to like move your arm back if you're gonna catch it. But to reverse that, you basically want to just throw it forward so that roll forward. Okay, we're stepping it up a little bit in complicatedness. So, I've seen videos all over the internet where people are recording a concert, like on their phone, on their computer screen, and then they pause the concert, go open their door, and there's the concert. So, we're going to be trying to do something similar, where I open a door, and there's not actually what you expect in the door. So, as you can see, there's just some books inside of the door. But that's not what we want inside of the door. So, it's basically creating a hole in that layer so that you're going to see what's on the layer below it. So if there's nothing on the layer below it, you would just see black. Hi, how are you? I found this guy like pulling a box up over himself, and then the box fell to the floor, and like he disappeared as the box went up. He was like putting himself in the box, which I thought was pretty cool, but don't really have a box in hand, so we're going to be using a blanket, you know. So yeah, basically I'm going to, and then vanish. The shadows might be a little weird. Not going for perfection, but you know, trying our best, so. I don't know why I did my own sound effects. But, once the feet start coming out, we're going to have to mask them out. The problem is, this is all shadow. So, let's just do it like we would if there wasn't shadow, and then try and fix it after. I don't know. Alright, it just did a bunch of complex stuff, so I'm going to try and explain it. So, we got 3 layers of images. So, this top image, as you can see, is just this little shadow at the bottom to try and match the shadow below the blanket. So I pulled down the shadows and the exposure to make it look dark. And then the second image is a little brighter to try and match the wall. And then I put the blank image below both of those, and then I faded the shadow out as I moved over towards the side where the shadow was gone because the blanket hit the ground. I didn't plan for shadows, so didn't go as planned, but honestly it looks way better than it did at the start. Alright, now we're gonna be attempting to levitate. So basically, gonna be using this little stool here. I feel like this is pretty good. The only problem is the little dip. So if I'm like not visible in some areas, the bottom, once I like crop this out, like the shape of the under half of me could look a little distorted if some of it's like hidden by this, and then I cut that out. So that's my only concern, but you know, we'll give it our best shot. Oh my gosh, I am not the smartest. So I got this video of me levitating, and so obviously I'm gonna need to cut the stool out to make it look like I'm levitating. So the image I took was without the stool. The stool's still there. I don't know, my mind was still in that one with the blanket, so I guess let's go reshoot it. Oh, shoot, that's a problem. There we go, a completely empty frame. Now all we're gonna change is putting the stool there, and let's try it. Okay, then we're gonna invert the mask, and boom. What we can do about these shadows is, first thing we can do is feather it. So that's gonna like, that's what it looks like with no feather. Then we can feather it a little bit. That does not look too great. Let's So what we can do is just kind of expand it a little bit, maybe. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's try and match that. I mean, that's pretty good. I think the reason it's so obvious is now it's missing that shadow. Like, if I were actually floating right there, there'd be a shadow below me. Like, I've seen people do editing magic tricks, and oh my god, it is so much harder, and you have to pay attention to so much more detail than I realized. Like, this square right here. Matching the shadow. Yeah. Whoa. I would have to use motion tracking to make the shadow move, and then I'd have to better crop out the store. This is insane detail.